In this episode of For Love of the Game, Briana Sobel discusses her love affair with the game and her thoughts on finishing up her career as a Georgia Tech soccer player.
I think for me, it's hard in terms of a legacy because when you think about what a legacy is, it's after you're gone, how will people remember you? And I'm hoping, what I'm pretty sure is that at least for a semester, people will miss me as a player. I believe that I've established myself as a pretty good defender, and I think that people will miss that. But then also, you always want your team to succeed. I don't for a second hope that they won't do as well because I'm not in the defense. And I also believe that every single defender that we have here can take my spot and continue the work that I've been doing the past 4 years. Another portion of my legacy, as boring as it sounds, is I think that I have helped the organizational structure of the way that the club is run. When I was passed the mantle of president, all that we had was an email account. I asked them, I'm like, where's the list of people that are that like to come to tryouts? And they're like, oh, it's in the draft of an email somewhere. And me, as someone who likes being really organized, did not stand for that. So I think that I've created lots of different files and lots of different sources of information, compiled all of that, created a lot of turnover documents and transition documents, and basically I just want my legacy at the very least to be making the transition for the next president easier than it was for me, which, as uninteresting as that sounds, I can tell from experience that that is extremely important. I have no idea. I'm just trying not to think about it, to be perfectly honest, because every time I think about stepping off the field for the last time, it kind of blows my mind a little bit since I have been playing pretty much since I could walk. I'm going to miss this team more than anything, I think. They have made such an impact on my life, and I think that I have made a pretty big impact on this club as well. So I think when it finally hits, when the realization finally gets to me that this is the last time I get to play, this is the last time I'm going to be putting on this jersey, the last time I'm going to be stepping on this field, it's potentially the last time I'm going to be playing a real competitive soccer game, potentially for the rest of my life. I think that's really going to be very overwhelming, and the plus side is that I can have my team around me. I get to look around and see that the team is left in very good hands and that they will continue doing incredible things even long after I'm gone. I think for me, I really loved the physicality of it. I've loved the ability to feel very strong, and I think that feeling is carried over into the rest of my life as well. But I like that it's a great way to express yourself. It's a great way to let off steam in a very contained way, I think is a good way to put it. I also love the very all-encompassing fact of the athleticism of it, that it requires speed, it requires agility, it requires strength, it requires really fast thinking and an understanding of the game. It requires instincts and understanding of positioning. It's not just you as a player, it's the whole team and everything that it is together. I really love the intricacy of it. And another huge thing that I do love about soccer more than any other sport is the fact that it is very continuous. It's very organic. Things kind of move and they create, and it's not very, like set plays with, football and other sports where you stop, you set up a play, you execute, and you do that over and over again. Soccer is just free form, and things happen as they happen. You take them as they come, which in my experience is a lot of how life is as well. So I think that soccer is just one of the most beautiful sports. It's why it's the most popular sport in the entire world, and I will just always feel very fortunate to have been playing it for this long. First of all, I will always love this team. The thing about Georgia Tech, and it happens with every single sport, whether it's NCAA or it's a club sport, is that the people that are here, they're Georgia Tech students. They're often aerospace engineers or electrical engineers or computer science majors, biology, all of these really, really amazing things, and they're also athletes. So I love being surrounded by people that are so intelligent, that aren't just amazing at the sport that they play, but are amazing at life. So that's been, I think, a really cool thing with the teammates that I've had. And I also, the past couple of years, I've really come to love Georgia Tech, and the fact that I'm able to represent it by wearing the Georgia Tech jersey, every time that I wear it, I know that I am representing this wonderful institute and all that it embodies. So I think that being able to be the face of Georgia Tech every time I put on the jersey is always going to be a big honor for me as well.